Hello, welcome to my channel. Well, you know, Easter's kind of coming early this year. It's March 31st, in case you don't know. So we're February 17th or 18th. I'm not sure which day it is today. But we're pretty close. We're getting close to the Easter season. And now we can make Easter uh, decorations. Now, I've made these before, and last year I did a video on some of the girls. I'll show you. But right now, I did some Easter Chenille bump dolls. They're very, very popular in on Etsy and all around, and they can get pretty costly. So I'm going to give you a few pointers. I'm not going to do a full tutorial because I don't think you need one, but just a few pointers on how I made these, even when I didn't have the bump chenille. And now it's hard to come by. You get it on Etsy, but a lot of times they don't have the color that you want. Say like white. I like white because I like white rabbits. And I also did, okay, this little guy here, he's out of Bump Chenille. But I did a collection for you of faces that you can use for these decorations that a lot of people make. And there is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 faces on here. Plus, I did a lot of accessories. I did a whole separate sheet of accessories. And there's 4 Easter signs that you can cut out. And as you can see, like this one here, says Easter blessings. It was a little big, but I didn't really want to cut it down because what I did was I cut it apart and I put it here and here to cut it apart. Now this one, it says Happy Easter, and I put it down here. It also works well with them holding it. So you have that one as well there. And then let's see. This one is kind of like a flag banner type, and that's here. And I gave you this in 2 sizes. One is small and one is large, as you can see, so that if you do a Chenille bump doll and you want her to hold it, you can. If you do a doll that I'm going to show you, like what I do with straws and Chenille sticks, pipe cleaners, and you want to do a bigger surface, these are ribbon holders, empty of course, and they are about, let's see, they are this size. Here's one that I haven't done anything with, I've just started. So this is a ribbon reel, and what I did was I put some of the shredded paper on there, greens, different greens, to make it look like grass, and then I put some lace on it to make it, you know, more poofy. But with this one, I'm just leaving the green. I had green ribbon on this one, and I kind of like that look, so I'm going to leave the green ribbon on, and I'm going to put some more grass around here of this shredded paper. It's this here, right here. I'm sure we all have a bunch of it in our stash, because who doesn't love shredded paper? We're women, right? We love shredded paper. I have every color going. So like on this one, I put pink and off-white. I do have white, but I wanted off-white because it matched the Easter sign. So anyways, I will tell you all about that as we get going. But I wanted to share that much with you and show you these. So then we have little Easter chicks with flowers on their head and without. And a big Easter, let's see, she's holding one of the big Easter eggs, and I put glitter on it. And then we've got a chocolate rabbit. This is a big chocolate rabbit, but I gave them to you in 2 sizes because small, let me see, and this is a small. So you have a large and a small, and here is another small one. And I just added a pom-pom for the tail, and I thought that looked kind of cute. And let me see. Oh, we have Easter baskets, of course. You got to have Easter baskets. Where are they holding the Easter basket? She's holding an Easter basket. She's a little chicken Easter chick, and there's her head, and that's her. And I put glitter on her flowers. Now on any of these, you could cut off the ribbons or the flowers or the leaves. You do not have to cut them out thoroughly. If you like fussy cutting, then you'll want to. But if not, you might not want to. And here is another egg. I love this egg. Let me show it to you on here. I hope it shows good. With a house in it. And then we have a couple of baskets that are connected that are chicks in the basket. And this little thing here is a truck with an Easter bunny driving it. And that's what this little guy is holding. He's holding the truck. He's totally made out of Chenille bump stuff. And his head is from here. And I cut a bow tie, but you could always cut the bow tie off if you didn't want it. And then I just put a silver pipe cleaner attached to the back of his ears so he could be hung up. So if you like fussy cutting, you'll love this. But if you don't have to do all that. You still have the heads. You can cut off anything you want. Like for her, now she has lace there, and I just cut, close to the edges. I didn't get real fussy about it. Same with this Happy Easter. Right here it has ribbons coming out, and it's really small. I just cut them off. You don't need them. Now look at this cutie. I can't wait to make one for her. And we have the sign Peter Cottontail, which I have not cut out yet and used on anything. And this one, Easter Blessings, which you could put a stick in their hand and put that on the end of it. It looked very cute. And this little bunny, she's so cute. And this little bunny, what I did, a lot of chicks, what I did is I like to, when I make things, I like to have a lot of things to play with. I like a lot of variety. So what I did here was give you the variety that I wanted for myself when I was making these. And then I'm like, everybody should have these. Now this is one set and it's in my Etsy shop. And you have plenty of time to get it and to start cutting them and making them. And I'm going to show you a few little shortcuts on how to make these when I come right back. Okay? Okay, I'm back, and I've cleared off my table because I don't want my tablecloth to get a mess with glue. So I'm back to show you. To begin with, I told you this is a ribbon reel. So I just took some of this and glued it. After I covered it with some paper, top and bottom, I glued it on there. Now for this one and this one, I didn't want to use a ribbon reel because sometimes I just don't have empty ones. I don't want to take all the ribbon off. So what I did is I have a 2.5-inch punch, paper punch. I punched out a top and a bottom for it. And then I took some chipboard that I have. I took one of them and I just glued it onto the chipboard, and then I cut it out. And then I glued the rest of the bottom onto it as well. Okay, so that's cut out, and now I'm going to put the bottom on with my glue gun. And there I have the base. Now with these, I put lace around the edges because I wanted it to just be prettier. You don't have to. You can put your doll right on here and decorate around it like that. You don't have to expand it, but I did. So I think I will right now again, just quickly to give a nice base. It's really not hard to do with all the hot glue. And don't worry about the edge, because if you're going to put, now I mean that's if you're going to do it like I did it. If you're going to put the grass over it, then you don't have to worry. And for this one, I used pink and white paper shredding for that. So that covered this lace that I'm putting on here. I won't be doing that tonight because I don't want to bore you. I'm sure everybody knows how to glue paper shredding onto cardboard. It's pretty easy. Okay, so just going to bring that over a little bit more. Did I bring my spatula? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'd rather use this than my fingers, but you know how it goes. Just do it anyways, just to have it. Okay, so that's how you make that, this base. Okay, and on this one, it had a ridge around it, so I put the lace on first, and then I covered it because I glued it on the bottom. I glued it on the bottom instead of on the top, so I covered it with the paper then. Okay, now, I had done these. These are my first ones that I did, and I have a tutorial for them. They are just with straws and pipe cleaners and cupcake holders. And I have used some cupcake holders for these bunnies too. And I got them at Walmart. There's a good selection. I don't know what they cost now. I know I got them a couple years ago and they weren't too bad. Well, they were bad enough, I thought. Anyways, this is with the kitty cats, and I do have these kitty cats on my website, or no, in my Etsy shop with the Happy Mother's Day, congratulations, and happy birthday that you can just cut around and make your own banner. And I use the tissue festoon for that, and I used a little feather boa for the back to cover the back and just decorated them like that. So that one, this one is decorated and made the way these are. So if you want to know how to make her, I'll put the link in the description for these two. And I will tell you that I sell the faces for these over and over and over. I think they're one of my best sellers in my shop. So that's why I actually thought about doing some Easter Bunny ones, because of how popular these have become, and they're fun to do as well. So, okay, so we've got this. Now, this bunny, I did use the bump chenille, and I'm not going to show you how to do that because everybody knows how to do that. I'm just going to show you what the bump chenille looks like. It comes like this. You order it, and it comes all in a circle or rolled up. And then you just cut it apart and put it together. Legs are here. Okay. Also your arms, and one or two for your body. I use two. I like them to be a little fuller. I don't have a lot of this. It's hard to come by white because everybody uses it, so I'm not gonna bother with it. What I want to do is show you how I did this bunny, and you can see she's fuzzy, and this is the exact same fuzz I used on this rabbit and my other girls that I have the kitty cats that I have the tutorial for. And in the tutorial I tell you where to get this, I believe, because right now I can't remember where I got it. It was a couple years ago, and I didn't look it up on the video. And also, I'm going to show you or tell you how to make these cute little peeps out of pom-poms. You can see here, I put 3 of them together, and I use different colors. They're very, very easy. You probably can figure it out just by looking at them. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But first of all, I'm going to show you how to make this girl bunny without using the bump chenille, but using a straw and regular pipe cleaners. I'm going to cut this straw in half. It's one straw. Let's see, how tall is it? How long? It's 8 inches long. So I'm going to cut it right in half at the 4-inch, just like that. And I'm going to take a chenille stem. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to cut that in half. And then I'm going to fold it in half again, and I'm going to twist the ends. I want to make sure I'm in the camera here. And this is the loop down here is going to be her foot. So you want to make a little bend right there so she has a foot like that. And you want to do the same thing with this one. Okay, fold it, or twist it. Fold it in half, twist it. They're going to go into the straw, so however straight you want them, you know, tight you need them to get into the straw, that's what you need to do. So then I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to make it approximately the same bend. I want them to be the same size. Yeah, they look pretty good to me. So then I'm going to take the straw that I just cut in half. Make sure this is nice and tight. And I'm going to put some hot glue in there. And then I'm going to stick this into that. And now I know that's going to stay because I have hot glue in it. Make sure well, come on. Make sure my pipe cleaners are twisted nice. Okay, hot glue. Stick that in there. And now I have the legs for my Chenille bump doll. So you also need another straw, so you need 2 straws. So I don't have another pink one, but it don't matter because you're not going to see this. And you're just going to cut randomly. Let's see, what is that? 2 inches. Cut 2 of them. You can cut 3 if you want, and I'll show you what you're going to use them for. They're the body. And we're just going to, we want to bring it up so that there's a place for the head to go. So I'm going to just put some glue here. I want the foot facing me up. Then I'm going to glue this one to that one. And then I'm going to glue this one onto here and make it as close to this one. Now these will still move a little bit, so you can still play with them when you're putting them on your base. Okay. Yeah, I glued it to my mat. Okay, there we go. Not good though. It came apart. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry over there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take another white Chenille. And this is going to be for her arms. And I'm going to fold it in half. Like that. And there's my fold. And then I'm going to fold it from the bottom here to the fold there. And these are the arms, so we're going to twist, and this is her hand. So we are going to twist these pretty good. And bring this one over and twist it. Leave a little bit for the hand. You may end up making it shorter though, so you may end up folding it. So make sure they're hooked in there right. And then we're going to take this yarn, this fuzzy yarn, clean the junk out of it, find an end, and we're just going to put a little bit of, put a little dab of glue there. I always start at this end, and then just wrap. It couldn't be easier. Just keep wrapping till you get to the other side. Now, depending on how tight or loose you wrap it, depends. You can wrap it more than once if you want it to be real furry. If you don't want it to be real furry, I kind of like mine furry, so I wrap mine twice. I'm going to put another dab of glue here and know that that's secure. Okay. So now we have the arms. We'll set that aside and bring the body back over. And I want to make sure that she's not too tall. So I kind of go by the one I made before her. Okay. So I would say that you put this ends up being, well, if you don't count the ears, if you count from the feet to the top of her head is 5 inches, okay? And I would say that's what these are. These are all about 5 inches. Okay, yeah. 5 inches. You can make them shorter if you want. You can make them taller if you want. That doesn't matter. But before you put the head on, you want to wrap the body. You don't have to wrap the legs if you don't want to. I did wrap the legs. Did I? I did. Okay. Oh, that one I didn't use a straw. Okay, no, I didn't wrap the legs. Okay. All right. This is for the ones with the straw. Okay, forget that. But that's what you would do anyways. That's pretty much what the other tutorial is. You wrap it with the fur. Why don't I just finish it while we're here and show you. Just wrap it with the fur. Now don't get tangled up on me. Just because you're on camera, you got to behave yourself. Yeah, right. Well, that's not good. But see, you have your feet here. And then you put wrap it all the way. Put the head on. Now these arms are long. Put the head on. And there you have your body. Okay, now I'm going to show you without the straws. That's what I was going to show you. Is what these two, this one is a Chenille bump. This one is not. Is a regular Chenille pipe cleaner without the straws. All right, now we're back talking. Okay, we're going to fold them again. And fold it up like we did for the arms. And you want to make a foot. These don't have to be real tight because you're going to cover them in fur. How come it seems like I go faster when I'm doing it by myself, huh? So we have the body like that. Okay, so then we take our fur. You can open up the legs if you want. I'm just going to put a dab of glue here to attach the fur trim. Then I'm going to wrap. And again, you can make your bunny as fluffy or unfluffy as you want. It don't matter. It's up to you. It's your bunny. Make it just the way you want. I like them fluffy, so I'm going to make it a couple times around. It doesn't take that long. Put a little dab of glue there. You don't want to have to glue it all, you know, up and down the legs because it's too much. And then you can trim too. I trim a lot. I don't like certain, you know, if it's too long in some places, I'll just trim it down. You can make it however you want. It's your bunny. If you don't like the length of the fur, then trim it to what you want. Then you take another pipe cleaner, fold it in half, and you fold it in half again. Okay, twist it a little bit, and you put it up between the legs, and then you twist. Now this is where the head is going to go, like that, but we're going to also cover this in fur. So you have really, just like you would have a bump Chenille, the bump stuff, you have all the fur on there, you have all the body parts, and then I just wrap it till I like it kind of full because I'm going to put a skirt on it. So I just keep wrapping it till it's really full the way I want it. And make it nice and thick if I want. And I like them thick. And I'm also going to put the arms on it, so I want to have something for it to hang on to. And I know the Chenille bump stuff is not all that thick, but this stuff is, and I like it. Okay. So there we have the body and the legs. Now this is obviously too much, so I'm going to bend it once. And that's what I did with the other ones too, to make it a little shorter. And you can cut them. You could do whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on there. You have to mess with it and make it your own. Make it the way you want. If you want the arms shorter, you can cut them off. You can make them shorter to begin with. And then you put the head on. Let's see if that's 5 inches. No, that's 6 inches. Yeah. I'm going to put it way down here. And there you have your doll. She's ready to decorate. What I do first, though, is before I put the arms on, I put the skirt on, and then I put the lace that goes around the waist, and then I put the arms on because it's a lot easier. And then I put a bow in the back to cover up. It's really not anything. I mean, it's bunny fur. I mean, you don't really need to cover it up. But I do like to, I put the head on, but I don't put the arms on. I put the skirt on. Now for the skirt, this is the crepe paper, and I got this at Walmart. And all I do is take a needle and thread and do a running stitch, and I gather up, I gather up quite a bit because I like my skirts full. And if you need to, you know, pull them close to each other, that's what you do. You get a good grip on there. Okay, so we've got that. That's how you make this little, that's how I made her right here. That's her. Okay, but with a different hat, obviously. Okay, so now I want to show you how to make, I'm using bigger pom-poms than I did for these little ones here because I'm running out of this color. And I would suggest that, you know, at Easter time, you can find pom-poms this color, and light pink. But you really can't find them when it's not Easter time. This light pink here and purple, you cannot find them when it's not the Easter season. So I would suggest if you see a big bag of them, buy them, and you'll have them every year. You don't have to buy them every year, but you know, for other projects too, there's other things you can make teddy bears with them or whatever. Now you know this is going to be easy because I invented it. Well, I didn't invent it. I suppose other people have. It's so easy. Nobody invented it. It's just easy. Okay, you just glue a small pom-pom onto a large one. Like that. Here's your body, here's your head. Same here, I'm using white because I don't want to use my yellow. I'm running out of it. And Easter is still a long ways away, so I'm going to be needing that yellow. I got to go to the craft store and find me some pastel pom-poms. that you can only get at Easter time. Okay, once you get it glued, you have to cut a beak for it. Okay, and this is how I do it. This is the color I use, and I find myself an edge like that, and I just cut like this, if you can see that. And it has to be... Okay, I didn't like that beak, so I'm going to start over. This is a little bit thicker, but it still has to be very short. So we're going to make it about like that, and that might still be too long. We'll find out. Okay, so what I do is I do not put the hot glue here. I put the hot glue where I'm going to put the beak. Just put a dab. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it has to look about like this, and this still might be a little too big, but we can cut it off after I glue it onto the Peep's face. Now, it's a little tricky here. You're going to put the glue where you're going to put the beak. You're not... Yeah, always happens to me. Okay, see if it still glues. Yeah, all right. Okay, so it is tricky. It's just, if you put the glue on the beak, it sticks to your fingers. And I mean, everything sticks to your fingers anyways with this hot glue. But then it makes a blob on the pom-pom, and it looks terrible. And you have to redo it. So that's what that would look like. And I actually think that's a little too long. So I'm going to cut it off a little bit. Now there's glue on the scissors. Glue everywhere. One thing I don't like about hot glue is just, oh, it's all over the place. Can never get rid of it. It just doesn't stop. Okay, so maybe I'm going to, yeah, like that. Now I did this one already. And you can see how tiny I made the beak. And this one is kind of a weird looking beak. And how you make the eyes is you take a fine marker, black marker, and you just go dot, 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 dot. Just keep dotting the pom-pom, and you will get an eye. And then dot on the other side. No sophistication here. And hope that you got them even. If not, you usually can straighten them up. If not, you just throw these away and start over again. Okay, so anyways, the one other thing was I wanted to mention this to you. I bought this, a few years ago, and I can't find any more of it, and I love it. I use it on everything, especially at Christmas. So I don't know where to tell you to get it, but it's green eyelash trim with this shiny stuff on it, and I love it. So if you see it, send me a message, and you know where it is, where you can get some. Please let me know. But if not, I'm using it sparingly because that's all I have. Okay, so anyways, that's the end of the video, and you can have fun decorating up with all the accessories that are in the collection, and I hope you do, and I hope you'll stop over to my Etsy shop and check out what I have there in the bunny thing. These will all be up for sale in my Etsy shop. So they're there as well as the collection. If you like this video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. Please do. Leave a comment if you'd like. And I will hope, if you're not subscribed, I hope you will subscribe. And until I see you again, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great weekend.